Let's go to Anfield, mate, because this was always going to be an emotional big one. Arne Slot's first Premier League game at home to Anfield. We hear it was the biggest. You got the number, haven't you? The biggest attendance.
60,107. I don't know why the number.
Why is that number stuck with you?
I don't know why. 60,107. That's the capacity now, with a little piece of the stand getting opened or whatever.
And they were at home to Brentford. Again, just wanted to look at. Everybody said there's a bit of a difference about Liverpool. Slot's had his tweaks. There's a little bit more control. Let's have a look at it. What's your takeaway, mate, of Liverpool, what we saw? 2-0 win, so got the win, clean sheet. But what was your takeaway from the game?
Well, I'll try and give you the easy, common, felt opinions of what we're seeing right now. And I think the biggest key word is different.
Yeah.
For everything feels different. Anfield, I mean, we weren't there and our commentators were there, and they basically backed us up our comments about it kind of did feel a little bit different. It was quiet at times, and the energy is lower, but the football energy is lower. The Arne Slot's demeanour and the way he carries himself is low. It's just different, Rob. It's not worse or it's just different. Yeah. And I think Anfield will get used to, and Liverpool fans, I think what we do know is they know their football, by the way. Sure. They know their football, and I think what they're seeing, and they will appreciate, is that it's a... What's the right word to use, Rob, in terms of their style? Let's go without the ball. So without the ball, it's different. With Jurgen Klopp, it was 4-3-3, fly out the trap,
more structured, isn't it?
Well, just crazy and to win the ball back. Yeah. And they could get played through a little bit, particularly end up getting some end-to-end games. Arne Slot looks like he doesn't want end-to-end. No. So he's going to have his fullbacks. We did some analysis on the show. A little bit more cautious, but they do go. They went,
of course they do when it's right.
And the midfield's different. So there's two holding players now without the ball. That changes in possession, because McAllister is an 8 and he goes forward, like other teams do in the Premier League. But without possession, he drops back alongside Gravenberch,
side by side,
and that's more protective, and that's a little more cautious. Is that the right word, or there's more insurance there? In possession, it's more patient, it's slower, it's more intricate. That being said, the goal was a great counter-attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, for Liverpool.
The Diaz scored.
So they can still do that.
With the players they've got, I think they'll always have that.
I said today, Rob, and just to add to your point, that I just wonder if, as a player, I'm thinking, manager's coming in, he wants more control, he wants more structure. I might play a little bit slower than I would normally play. And at times, I don't think that's a bad thing. And then it might start to ramp up as the weeks go on, and I get to what is normal and what he expects. But it's almost like, let's bed this first bit in first, and then we can start thinking about...
Almost like it's not automatic yet.
Correct.
They're in their heads a little bit about how we want to play, and then it becomes automatic. To be fair, and we spoke to Arne Slot afterwards, or we heard the interview, and he said, we were a little sluggish in the first half. Second half was better attacking play, and I totally agree. So I think we all appreciate. And by the way, you could say last year that Liverpool probably needed a little bit more caution at times. So they could have done with a little bit more of this. But Liverpool at Anfield against Brentford, come on, like we want more dominance, if you like, and we saw that second half. The attacking players, Salah gets his goal, and it felt good. Then afterwards, Rob, because we're normally seeing Jurgen Klopp going over and banging his chest and fist pumping in front of the cop. There was a wave and a thumbs up. And that's all right, by the way.
Yeah, if that's who he is, that's fine, isn't it?
Is there a situation where the football, it doesn't find a way through, Rob, and they don't get the counter-attack, and it is a little slow and a little quiet in the stadium, and it's not a win? How patient are the fans going to be?
I think, go back to your point,
if things don't go well.
Liverpool fans know their football.
I think so.
And so they'll give it time if they believe it's going in the right directions. What they won't be happy with, if it's not sort of the right ball, it's not sort of going where they want. That's when.
And there's no sense of progression. Over weeks and months, probably.
Correct, over a sense of time. Let me come to you, because I like Arne Slot. I think he's comfortable in his own skin. He's not tried to be anything of a Klopp 2 or
super calm.
Super confident, I think. To the point where, do you know today, Robbie, when he came out for his interview, and he gave the interview, and he speaks very well. He obviously got great command of football, great command of language. He almost felt to me, Rob, like he was an assistant manager for a big coach, and the big coach is not feeling well, and the assistant's gone out and done the interview. You know where assistant is the good guy in the dressing room, and you know, he'll talk just like a Pep Linders would do, and he'll give you all the things that are happening and why they've done them and that. But there isn't the he's the boss. It felt like that to me, and it was just an interesting thought because I thought
that's a very different style. My immediate comeback is the obvious one: is there a bad guy then?
Yeah.
And maybe there is. One of his assistants may have to be a bad guy. Mm-hmm. And also following on from the man management side of things, the subs. I noticed it at Ipswich. 2-0 up, all right, boom, changes. Let's get some minutes, come off, and sometimes some players don't like it.
Mo Salah
didn't like it today, and he hasn't liked it in the past. He's fallen out with the manager in the past. Trent didn't look particularly thrilled to be off. Are they going to have to get used to it, or is Arne Slot going to have to get used to the way that I feel bad saying it, the way they used to. I don't mean that, but some managers might. Salah likes to play all the games. Okay, why should I upset him? Trent, if he's going to be my right back, I'll keep him out there. They got brought off. Like anybody, it seems, can get brought off. Could there be problems with the squad with him?
I sense with this guy, he's a great communicator.
Well, he's going to have to be.
Yeah, and I sense he might pull Trent after training one day, walk around the pitch with him and say, Trent, you're so important to me. Don't take any offence. I've got to get Conor Bradley a few minutes. You're so important to me. We're going to have so many games this season. I just think he's a smart guy. And his man management, it looks to me like is one of his strengths, Rob. And I think that might be something that Liverpool benefit from, the likes of Nunes, the likes of Trent and Salah and people like that, who at times I think butted heads with Klopp towards the end. I think he's a smart manager who's going to get the best.
Can I give him a last comment on Liverpool?
Go on.
2-0 today.
Yeah.
Really controlled.
Yeah.
Never looked like giving up that lead. Never looked like conceding.
No.
Now that's good, right? Again, it might not be gung ho. It's not always been, and they've gone forward and scored more goals. And Jurgen Klopp's always, and then they've like, they're letting back in the game. It might not be as fun and as chaotic and as end to end, but the way that they finished out that game, subs, here we go, close the game off. Yeah. I thought that's good. I think that's good, and I think that they've got so many good attacking players, Rob. Yeah. They're going to do good stuff. The team then can sit back and finish the game.
Something happened today where Brentford there was a bit of a turnover. Brentford had a transition and broke. And I've got to tell you, there was probably 6 or 7 Liverpool sprinted to get back in and slow the play down. I thought, that's interesting.
And that's a little different.
My last point, Robin, is kind of a... I'll just ask you outright. Does the Liverpool manager have to have a bigger personality? And I'm not saying what any's right or wrong, but you've had Klopp, Brendan Rodgers to a certain degree, you've had Rafa Benitez, you've had Kenny Dalglish, you've had people like that, Rob, who are big personalities. Does it matter that Arne Slot's not?
No, it does not. Okay. And I'll tell you why not. Bob Paisley wasn't a big personality, a big flamboyant guy. Manager, And I would also argue Kenny Dalglish, Rob, apart from being a legend of the club, he wasn't a big, brash, outspoken manager. Classy, respectful. So I draw on that.
Yeah. So and he said this in an interview with Jamie Carragher. His football will be the connection to.
And the Liverpool fans will get it. Yeah. They love the Klopp factor, right? And there's a lot of people think out there that how are they gonna?
Yeah.
I think the Liverpool fans have seen a lot, particularly the older ones. They've seen all different types be successful.
Some successful and some
the
not.
The extravagant ones, the introverted ones can be. Joe Fagan. All these guys, old school Liverpool. They weren't crazy big flamboyant types. So as long as the football good, they're winning games, they entertain them at Anfield, and then he's going to be absolutely respected.
Well, it's been great watching Arne Slot and Liverpool this season and see how things go on, taking over from Jurgen Klopp.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.